Welcome to another episode of The Wave. My name is Adam.
My name is Nick. Welcome back to The Wave, the weekly news and chat show from the world famous Bottom of the Stream podcast. Here to get you up to speed with all the week's news.
All the week's news. We are indeed.
How are you doing, Adam?
Aboard. I'm good, thank you. Yourself?
Very good, thank you.
Yeah?
Yes.
Good, I'm glad. Have you been up to much? Got any gossip for me? Any life news?
It was my youngest daughter's birthday this week.
Oh, of course. How was that?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, we did we went to somewhere to hold a party.
Nice.
So that was fun. Lots of children running around, enjoying themselves, eating lots of cake and
Did you have lots of cake yourself?
jelly. I had a bit of cake.
Was it nice?
Yeah.
Good.
It was quite nice. It was... I'm just doing sums in my head. We did. So there were 4 cakes.
Right.
There was at various points through the week, there was 2 failed cakes.
Yep.
And then 2 actual cakes.
Nice.
Because you know this thing where you can allegedly, because we did not achieve it, you get like a blank cake it's just got like white icing on it, and you can get a photo printed on it.
Yes.
And you can go and do that in most major supermarkets. Yeah. We tried to do that.
Right.
And the first one completely failed.
How come?
And the dude was like, yeah, I've messed up the printer.
Oh.
The picture's not come out. And then he was like, I'll do another one, don't worry. And then that didn't print at all. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I don't know what's happening. So we wrote off 2 big cakes doing that.
Wow.
And then got the actual cake for the party, but it was a martial arts party, and my daughter got to cut her cake with a proper samurai sword.
Nice. I bet she loved that.
Yeah, she did. And the instructor was like, "Oh, this will make a mess of your cake." But my wife had the genius idea to already have cake in their like party bag, gift bags to give out. So that was like another cake,
right?
A sacrificial party bag cake, if you like.
Yeah.
And then the main samurai cake was cut. So
there was a lot of cake.
Some food was wasted. But I'm maintaining that was the supermarket's fault.
Agreed. Maybe do they sell them as like seconds or something?
It was just like literally a blurry cake. Grey.
You know, you get this like, what's that app called where it's like you get stuff at the last minute of the day?
Oh,
like
yeah.
Good to go or something?
Yeah, they bring you a bag of
maybe they give you
stuff.
Maybe you just get a cake in one of them.
Yeah, maybe. Like literally, it was just a grey and black square.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter then. It's not like somebody else has
done
a
it
cake
wasn't
with a
identifiable.
I bet that's what they did. I bet they took that in
because you couldn't even read the happy birthday on it that was on the picture as well.
Somebody definitely got that in a good to go bag.
Yeah, I thought the dude took it home.
Imagine that. That'd be amazing. You go thinking you're going to get some like pilchards or something, and you get a whole birthday cake.
And it was one of them slabs as well. It's like the size of this book, probably.
That's my dream.
This, just white.
That's like A3 for reference.
Yeah, the size of your laptop, A3 or whatever.
Wow, big cake.
Yeah.
Nice. Talking of food.
Yes.
I went for a stag do at the weekend.
Lads.
Mm-hmm. Not really. We went to York, and it was lovely, and it was a great time, and congratulations to Alex, who's getting married soon. And before the stag do really started, we went into York.
Yes.
And we found this like food area.
Okay.
Like, it's at the back of the shambles. There's like a food area there. And I had this burger from a burger.
Can I just say before you go, food area is very nondescript.
What's the word I'm looking? Like a food court, like an outdoor food court. Yeah, like loads of like
a
different
square with
street food market. It's a street food market, is what it is. So there was this burger van there, and it didn't look much, but I was like, I really fancy a burger. So I went and got this burger, and it might be the best burger I've ever eaten in my life.
Nice, well done.
It was unbelievably good. It was a burger with halloumi, chorizo, and a black garlic pesto.
Nice.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
It was so good. Might have been the highlight of the whole weekend, and it was a good weekend, but that burger might have been the highlight of the whole weekend.
Did any other of the party try one?
Not the burger.
Okay.
We all went to different,
Yeah. Sure.
One place was doing crumble.
Crumble?
Yeah.
They're different up north, aren't they?
Aren't they? I didn't see any gravy. But that was good. It was a good weekend.
I saw a thing, just still talking about food as well, this week or last week, and it was items of food that were invented later than you think.
Okay.
And I'm sure the crumble was like the 40s or 50s.
Really?
Yeah, 1940s or 50s.
No.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because it had like chicken tikka masala, 1970s.
I thought you were saying a crumble.
No, crumble.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is later than I would think. Correct.
There you go.
Right.
I'm not a massive... Sorry, I was going to carry on a minute. I'm not massively into... I'm not a huge pudding guy anyway.
I am a huge pudding guy, as you can tell.
But...
You're not into crumbles?
Particularly not hot pudding.
I agree with that. I'm not into hot puddings.
Like, I appreciate... I've had a nice apple pie, cherry pie, crumbles, but it's never one that... I've never got a... Oh, yeah, I really fancy a crumble.
If you were going hot pudding, would you go hot accompaniment? Crumble and custard or crumble and ice cream is the question I'm asking.
Yeah, so like, I do like custard.
See,
I would eat a bowl of custard on its own.
I don't mind custard, but I would always pick ice cream over custard if it was an option, which it is usually.
I like just... So even if you just had like a brownie or cake with custard, even that's an option for me.
I don't
hot
like,
on hot.
I don't like hot on hot.
Like,
that's what I'm thinking. I'd rather have cold on hot for a pudding or cold on cold.
I don't know if you need a hot custard on a hot pie.
But you couldn't have a hot a hot custard on a cold pie. It'd be weird.
Yeah, because I don't think you'd want a cold apple pie because would that get a bit gelatinous?
Yeah, and if you hot custard on it, it's going to heat it slightly and it'll be warm.
But then you get the odd patch where you're like, oh, that's still cold.
What I'm saying is I'll always choose ice cream.
Yeah.
My mum makes a mean crumble. She does. She's not a great cook, but she does make a mean crumble.
Okay.
And I do like that with ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
I like custard, but I think I'd go ice cream with pie or crumble.
Yeah.
On the rare occasion I'd have it.
Which is weird because ice cream is just frozen custard.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
We should probably just do a wave.
Probably.
Just to hear a name rambling.
Should we start with a question of the week?
That's where we usually start.
I mean, you can do anything you want with this. You might take us back to food, actually.
Okay, probably will. Usually do.
It's a simple question. What product would you stockpile if you discovered they were going to stop selling it?
Oh, great question.
6 months. Got 6 months on the shelf that you can get this thing for.
We've been specific here with brands and stuff, or
if you want to.
a food type. I can't just say crisps.
No,
I need to say like.
I don't think all crisps will be stopped. No, let's. If you
Okay.
can say a brand or a flavour, I guess.
It might be cheese, you know. Can you
Cheese.
stockpile cheese?
Just all cheese is stopping.
Yeah,
That's tough.
that is
What
tough.
all the cows just
The
stop?
cows have just gone on strike.
So just all that's all being pushed towards milk. We've got milk shortage.
Cheese. I
Gotta
really
cut the cheese
struggled.
out.
Cut the cheese. I really struggled to not eat cheese.
Okay.
I like cheese on pretty much everything.
Yeah.
I've got no cheese in the house at the minute, and
Really?
it really confused me as to
But
what to
I've
have.
got bad news for you.
I didn't know what to have for dinner tonight because most of my dinners include some sort of cheese. Cheese would be a big one.
Thing is, it's a tricky one to stockpile though.
Yeah, it is because you can't freeze it.
No, and
you can
well,
freeze
you
cheese.
could try. I mean, some people like the fact that if you can keep cheese for ages, because then it turns into mouldy cheese.
Yeah,
which some
but
people like. But
I don't think like a normal cheddar's going to really do that. It just goes mouldy, doesn't it?
yeah,
Crunchy Wotsits are a big thing for me right
Okay.
now. I had to give them up at the end of last year because I do my shopping in Asda, and I've got this like rewards thing with them.
Yeah.
But it also tracks what you're buying,
okay.
and it was my number one purchased item of 2023 was
Okay.
Crunchy Wotsits. I purchased 45 bags in a year,
Oh, nice.
which is almost one a week.
Yeah,
But I'm proud to say I've not purchased any since.
nice.
Except I did take a bag on the stag do. Until last week, I hadn't taken any since. I didn't eat any of the bag I took on the stag do, but I did take a bag on the stag do. They also do now an extra hot flavour, and I think I'm scared of that.
Okay.
Cheese and crunchy Wotsits.
I've never been as big a fan of Wotsits.
They're not Wotsits. They're like
No, I know what you
they're
mean.
like knickknacks.
Yeah.
Or Cheetos, as people in America.
I just remember, whenever
I don't
anyone
like a
mentions
normal
Wotsits, I always think back to when we went on a holiday, like when we finished A level, so we were like 17, 18,
Yeah.
and I was sharing with one lad.
Lads.
You know, there was some girls on it as well, but
Okay.
I was sharing with one lad. The other two lads were room next door, and we were we were getting changed, whatever. I can't remember if we were getting changed to go out one night, and they had these little, as you do, these little bathroom windows just that opened out onto the corridor, basically. And one of the other lads had basically got a bag of Wotsits, filled it with water, still had all the Wotsits in, shook it up, ran past our window, chucked it through the bathroom window, shouted, "Wotsit bomb!" Ran off, and the bathroom was orange.
Oh my God, that's like, I can't imagine anything worse than that.
Yeah.
Did it get anybody? Was anybody in there?
No, but it was a white tiled bathroom.
Yeah, so it'd be worse if you were in there. Though. You don't want to.
Yeah, I think we were in. Well,
somebody was
in there. I don't know. It made a hell of a mess.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, don't get Wotsit bombed.
What a dick. No, I'm not a big fan of like normal Wotsits, but crunchy Wotsits are good.
Okay. Good answer.
What about you?
On my long drive the other week,
yeah,
I was like, I'm going to get a pack of sweets to put in the car. It's a long drive.
Good shout.
And I got something I hadn't had for years and years. I got blackcurrant and licorice sweets. I was like, I really like them.
I don't like licorice.
Yeah, but they're not like real strong.
No.
I was like, but then I haven't had them for years. But that was what occurred to me earlier when I was thinking
sweets.
of it. No, just them specific.
Just them specific sweets. But, even though you've not had them for years.
Yeah.
You're going to stockpile them.
Yeah, because I really enjoyed them. But then I probably won't have them for ages.
Sweets is another big one for me. I do like a sweet, jelly sweet Haribo.
Maybe. Would it be... I don't know. Would it be something sensible? Like... Thing is, things perish, don't they?
Yeah.
It's tough. Rice?
Rice doesn't perish. Does rice perish? I don't know. Not for a long time.
I haven't really got a favourite or specific like brand of socks or or pants, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you'd be like, oh, I'd be gutted if I couldn't get them pants anymore.
Oh, I was thinking it was food, but it's not, is it? It could be anything.
Yeah, it could be anything.
I was like, why is he talking about socks? And then I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I just took it to food. Oh yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. Like, what about your specific scent? Do you have a specific scent?
Yeah, I do actually.
You always use the same deodorant or same?
No, not the same deodorant. I usually have the same couple of
colognes,
perfumes. Yeah.
Perfumes. Yeah, so maybe that.
Maybe, yeah. I'm gonna have to think about it more. Okay.
Right, we're like half an hour into this podcast. It feels like.
It's fine.
Shall we get into some Netflix news?
Let's do it. So, let's start with the Netflix news, and we will start with probably the biggest story of the week, I think.
Yeah, I
he
think
says
so.
Never having watched a single episode.
Same.
And that is the news that Netflix have greenlit a Peaky Blinders movie.
Right, okay.
It will star Cillian Murphy, who he will also produce.
Oh, right.
It will continue the story of the Shelby family, and the script is written by the series creator Stephen Knight.
Right, okay. That is big news.
Yeah. Coming straight to Netflix.
What a coup for them.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. It really
made
is.
in association with the BBC, so again, I presume we will see it on both.
Yeah.
In some combination.
I imagine it would debut on the BBC,
country.
then end up on Netflix.
Yeah.
Probably be on the iPlayer for a little while. That is big news.
Yes.
It's one of the biggest shows.
Murphy did say earlier this year in an interview with the BBC, if there is more story to tell and if Stephen Knight delivers a script like I know he can, then I will be there. If we want to watch 50-year-old Tommy Shelby, I will be there. Let's do it. Knight himself promised that the new film will be an explosive chapter in the Peaky Blinders story. No holds barred, full-on Peaky Blinders at war.
Wow.
First aired in 2013.
Really? It was that old.
11 years ago.
Blimey. Crazy. I've never watched it.
Me neither.
And I'm pretty sure I'd really like it.
I am almost certain that I would
I've just never got to it. Next story, Nick. Go.
The next story is that Netflix have launched a new some new and some returning shows.
Okay.
In what they are calling the Netflix reality universe.
Hold on. The what?
The Netflix reality universe. Don't you know?
Okay.
They are saying that they are expanding it with new and returning shows and games
based
on fan favourite hits. Jeff Gaspin, who is Vice President of Unscripted Series at Netflix, says, once again, we are offering an unmatched variety of unscripted programming that pushes boundaries with bold new formats and captivating stories.
Okay.
So, you want to hear about a couple?
Yeah, absolutely do.
New shows. Selling the City.
Okay.
Which they say new, but it's just another version of a franchise that's already going on.
Sunset and all that.
Exactly. From the same creative team as all of them is Selling the City, a new series following a dynamic group of no-nonsense kick-ass agents as they navigate the cutthroat world of luxury real estate in New York City.
New York.
Building the Band.
Okay.
That seeks to discover the next great music group.
X Factor.
Gimmick. Without the bandmates initially meeting face-to-face.
Oh, okay.
The synopsis says, Building the Band will bring together 50 of the most talented singers for a truly unique competition show where building the perfect band is all about chemistry. The singers are in complete control as they seek to form their very own bands without ever seeing each other. All they have to go on is musical compatibility, connection, chemistry, and merit. What will happen when the bands finally meet and looks, choreography, and style come into play?
I'm not going to watch that, but that's quite an interesting idea.
I suppose it's a vaguely original twist.
Yeah.
It's like The Voice, but on the other side of
Yeah.
the chairs. Battle Camp.
Okay, this sounds more like our sort of thing.
Battle Camp will unite the greatest stars from across Netflix's broad slate of reality and documentary series.
Okay, so it's like Uber reality.
As they return to face the ultimate physical and mental competition.
Okay.
Where a giant spinning wheel randomly decides who stays and who goes. In order to keep your name off the wheel, the fan favourites need to be unbeatable in high-octane challenges, unbreakable in grueling punishments, and unhateable in camp, as everyone has a vote.
Right.
The winner will take home $250,000.
Okay.
The host and cast will be revealed at a later date.
Sweet.
So that sounds like a kind of Big Brother meets Squid Game.
Yes. It's a reality all-stars kind of show. Sounds terrible.
Sure. $1 Million Secret is also coming.
Okay.
The synopsis Netflix says, $1 million prize will be won by one of the 12 players right at the start of the first episode.
Interesting.
Now, the others will hunt them down, eliminate the millionaire, and the money will move to someone new. When should they strike? Too soon and they become the target. Too late and they may never get the money. Meanwhile, the millionaire can try to get rid of the cash if the heat becomes too much.
That actually sounds all right.
It will be hosted by Peter Serafinowicz.
That's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
That one's the most interesting one so far. Sounds a bit like The Traitors.
Unbelievably,
Yeah.
also coming is Owning Manhattan.
Right.
A new
Is that what we've just done?
A new Netflix reality series, Owning Manhattan, gives a look inside the glamorous, adrenaline-filled universe of high-stakes real estate in New York City, following a particular famous broker, Ryan Serhant.
That's the same as the show we've just
it does. It
talked
really
about.
sounds
Okay.
Love is Blind UK.
Okay.
We've never had a UK version of that. That's happening.
Hosted by Matt and Emma Willis.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Returning shows. The Mole
Yeah.
will return with a second series.
That was like a rip-off of The Traitors.
Too Hot to Handle will be back in July.
Okay.
And Perfect Match.
Don't know what that is.
Me neither.
Okay.
But it will be season 2 premiering in June.
Right.
The Ultimatum,
Actually, premieres tomorrow.
Marry or Move On, returns for a third season in December.
Okay.
The Ultimatum, Queer Love, is back for a second season later in the year. And that's it for shows.
Okay.
There are a slew of accompanying games being released.
Got you.
Netflix Stories, Perfect Match.
That's how I saw that when I was looking for a new game earlier.
Next month, Too Hot to Handle 3.
Okay.
And the Ultimatum Choices comes in September, as does also in the autumn Netflix Stories Selling Sunset. All those Netflix Stories ones are the sort of like to make the next choice, aren't they?
Yeah.
The sort of It's just next step up from like text adventures.
We should do one at one point.
I'm sure it'll happen.
I'm sure it will.
So, I mean, if any of that's your bag, there's plenty of reality stuff coming for you.
There really is.
I'm not sure I will watch any of that.
The $1 Million Secret one sounds okay.
Possibly.
I might watch that, but I won't watch any of the others. Hopefully, somebody who's listening has just got a load of information that they've enjoyed out of it.
Toni Collette is joining a upcoming Netflix series, a series we have mentioned before.
Okay.
And that series is Wayward, which, if you remember, we mentioned, I think a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
Which is Mae Martin's upcoming thriller series.
Okay, all right.
Toni Collette will star in it alongside Mae Martin, amongst other people. Patrick Gallagher is also cast in it. It's described as a thriller set in a bucolic but sinister town that explores the insidious underbelly of the troubled teen industry and the eternal struggle between one generation and the next.
Okay.
Character details are under wraps.
Nice. What does bucolic mean?
I thought it was something to do with the plague.
Okay. I've never heard of that.
That's
word in my
bubonic.
life. I'd like to know what that looks like, what it means.
I've not got it at the front of my head.
No, not me. Cool. Good for Toni Collette. We like Toni Collette on this show. She's always good value.
Fresh from the success of the seemingly endless Harlan Coben adaptations,
Yep.
Netflix have put together, presumably reasonably cheaply, and have done billions of viewing hours.
Yeah, absolutely.
There is more news on the next adaptation, which will be coming out on Netflix end of the year, maybe start next year, if it's the same as Fool Me Once, which I think came out first week in January, didn't it?
I think.
Missing You is the next one, and some of the cast has been announced.
Okay.
James Nesbitt.
Standard.
Matt Willis.
How has he come up twice on this episode? That's random.
Him I've busted.
Yep.
Richard Armitage, who I feel like he's always in this sort of thing.
Yeah. It's like James Nesbitt is.
Lenny Henry.
Lenny Henry?
Yes.
Okay.
That should be Sir, shouldn't it?
Should be Sir.
And Steve Pemberton.
That should also be Sir. It's not, but it should be.
Well, I've all signed up for Missing You.
That's a good cast.
Which will follow Detective Kat Donovan, whose fiance Josh disappeared and hasn't been heard from since. Now, swiping profiles on a dating app, suddenly she sees his face and her world explodes all over again.
I was going to say all over her face. Okay. Missing man's not missing anymore. Standard Harlan Coben story.
Yeah, I think so. Also news this week from Netflix that they have announced plans to release a Minecraft animated series.
I saw this. This is huge news in the gaming world.
So, yeah, it is. We already know that a Minecraft movie is being worked on. I think Jason Momoa will star in it.
He is.
I think it's being directed by, I want to say, Jared Hess, who did Napoleon Dynamite.
Yes, I think that does sound right.
But yes, Netflix has released a teaser trailer this week.
Just interrupt you quickly.
Yes.
This is Minecraft Steve.
Okay, yeah.
Doesn't he look like Jason Momoa, even though he's just a blocky person?
Yeah, I guess he does.
He does.
Yeah, he's pretty.
It's a great bit of casting.
Same kind of build. Yes, and Netflix have released literally a few words on this, saying this has just happened. The best-selling game of all time and the biggest streamer in the world are teaming up to bring you a brand new Minecraft Netflix animated series. Netflix also said the show will feature an original story with new characters and that more information will follow soon.
Wow.
So, shall we speculate straight away?
Yes.
I mean, Minecraft's a game.
Minecraft's a game.
Netflix does games now.
It does. I don't know if there's a Minecraft mobile game. I'm sure there must be. I don't know.
Feels like it could be a partnership.
Ever played
that
Minecraft?
Could expand. No.
I've played it a little bit, not a lot.
Okay. Well, how did you find it?
I don't really get it.
You just build stuff, don't you?
You just build stuff.
And
it's like
knock
Lego.
stuff down.
It's just like video game Lego.
Yeah. Some of the creations are
Yeah, insane.
amazing.
Like people
aren't
have built the whole world and stuff like that. Yeah, it's crazy. People spend a lot of time in it and have done for a long time now.
Okay, let's move on to non-Netflix news.
Okie dokie.
And Deadline is reporting that since the expectations are so high for the forthcoming Deadpool and Wolverine, which allegedly is tracking to do big money.
Right.
We'll see if that happens.
We'll see.
That Marvel have basically offered the director of Deadpool and Wolverine, Sean Levy, the opportunity to direct the next Avengers movie.
Wow, that's quite the upgrade.
Apparently he has been given the script and is considering taking on the job.
That's a good shout, though. Why not?
He's a very busy man.
He is a very busy man. He does loads of stuff.
He does most of Ryan Reynolds' stuff, doesn't he? Stranger Things.
Yes.
He's a producer on that. Apparently he's also signed up for a future Star Wars film. So,
wow, he's got a big career.
There we go.
Sign up to a Star Wars film and then get offered an Avengers
Star Wars,
film.
Everyone signs up to do a Star Wars film and then they never happen.
Yeah.
Yes, if you remember, I mean, we don't need to recap the whole thing, but just I kind of got to get the guy's name right. I can't find it. Where is it? This article's too big. The previous director, the chap who directed Shang-Chi, was on board to do this.
Yes.
And he's moved on.
Yes.
So, yeah, Sean Levy could be the next director of an Avengers movie.
Okay.
It's a long way from Big Fat Liar.
It really
which
is.
he directed many years ago.
It really is.
Okay.
Cool. Good for him. Let's hope that happens.
That'll probably change a million more times.
Yes.
Before we.
Well, it depends on how Deadpool and Wolverine actually goes.
Yeah, true.
You can say it's tracking all you want, but it's still 2 months away.
Also, casting news for Badlands, which, if you remember, is the next Predator movie.
Yes.
And director Dan Trachtenberg has sort of intimated that this will take place in the future.
Right.
Obviously, the previous movie, Prey, took place back in the 1800s.
It did.
Great
good
movie.
Film. Yeah, really good.
Really good. And signed up for Badlands is none other than Ellie Fanning.
Oh, okay. Good casting.
She will
play the Predator.
She will presumably play the heroine of the movie.
I would imagine so.
But yes, all we know is this is expected to be set in the future.
Yeah, because the idea of this franchise now is that Predators have just always been here and always will be here.
Yeah,
and
you can just put a Predator in
any way you want,
any time period,
and it is an absolutely brilliant idea. Why are we not doing more of this sort?
Prey was just genuinely
Prey was genuinely
a 90-minute just simple but executed so well.
Yeah. You could do so much with that franchise if you're going to do that. You could do so much.
I think we said before. Yeah, put a Predator in Victorian England, or
why not?
Whenever you want.
Yeah.
Predator versus dinosaurs. Hey, give me another Jurassic Park movie. Mash him up with
Predator versus dinosaurs is a great show. They've always been here. You can do whatever you want with it. Predator versus Jesus.
Yes. Yes.
Predator in Pompeii. You can do all sorts. Maybe the Predator caused the volcano to erupt.
Why not?
Why not?
Talking of you've moved on. You've gone past. Well, yeah. Talking of it's fine. I'll start again. Talking of people versus other people in crossovers.
Yeah.
We have got Chris Hemsworth in talks to star in the upcoming Transformers G.I. Joe crossover movie.
Still not in the right one. God, I've gone 3 ahead. Okay.
So, Deadline again reports he is in talks to lead said movie.
Busy man, isn't he?
Yeah, very much. Very much. He's going to voice Optimus Prime in the upcoming. There's a Transformers animated movie coming later this year.
I can see that, you know.
The trailer's really good. It's like young Optimus Prime and Megatron.
Right.
And how they went from being like good friends to mortal enemies.
His voice kind of works for it as well, doesn't it? He's almost got an Optimus Prime-y kind of voice.
Yeah.
I can feel that.
I presume he'll play a G.I. Joe person and not a Transformer.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
But yes, very busy man.
Yeah, very busy man. Good for him.
Another movie that's on its way and apparently is about to shortly go before the cameras
Right.
is the latest in the rehabilitation of William Smith. And that is I Am Legend 2.
Oh, okay.
Which is many years since the first one.
It is, yeah, a long time.
And Michael B. Jordan has announced he will be aboard that movie.
Right.
With Will Smith.
With Will Smith.
Yeah.
Isn't it about the last man on Earth? Was there two of them in it?
Yeah, with his dog.
Yeah. I was there too, didn't it? Yeah. Okay.
He said, I'm really excited to get in front of the camera with him. He's someone I've looked up to for a really long time. So to be able to work with Will is something I'm really looking forward to. I am really excited.
Cool. Just don't mention his wife. Sorry. That's low-hanging fruit.
Will Smith previously teased details back last year where he said, we are going with the mythology of the DVD version of the movie where my character lived.
Oh, yeah, they changed the ending. I remember that. They changed the ending from the film theatre to the DVD.
Because the DVD featured an alternate ending in the ending post-credits revealing that his character survived.
Yeah, I remember that. They changed the ending. I've seen I Am Legend for ages.
No, I think I might have seen it once.
Yeah, I only
About
seen
then.
it once. Probably when it came out.
Yeah.
When did it come out? Years ago.
2007.
2007.
Wow, okay.
Wow. Maybe it needs a rewatch.
Because you've got Bad Boys 4's come out this week, hasn't it?
It has, yes. Come out of the cinema. Remember we watched the I Am Legend Asylum spin-off movie?
Yes.
I Am Omega?
Yeah.
That was awful.
Yeah. The final piece of news, in which some people might say the role he was born to play. I wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't either.
Some people might. Johnny Depp is
one person in particular
reuniting with Terry Gilliam.
Okay.
Obviously, ex Monty Python. Gilliam.
Johnny Depp.
Terry Gilliam. He will direct Johnny Depp, who will play Satan.
Okay.
In a new upcoming movie called The Carnival at the End of Days.
Good name. I like the title.
Good name, isn't it? Gilliam describes the movie as an apocalyptic comedy.
Right.
Which also features roles or characters God, Adam, and Eve.
Wow.
Yeah.
Terry Gilliam is going for the controversy in his later years.
God has been cast.
Oh, who's playing God?
Who do you think could play God? I would say a pretty legendary actor.
It's probably
I've read this and gone, yeah, you wouldn't argue.
Old? It's got to be somebody old.
Ish, I would say. Well, Johnny Depp's 60. This guy's got to be in his 70s.
Okay. Johnny Depp's 60?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. British?
No.
American?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Jeff Bridges will play God.
Great shout. I can see that.
Also cast are Adam Driver.
He's got to play Adam.
His role
and Eva Longoria.
His role has not been announced. And Jason Momoa.
Okay.
He's got the hair to play Eve.
Yeah.
Gilliam also said the film will be very expensive and very funny for those who like to be offended.
Okay. This is like, if you're like Terry Gilliam's going out here, he's 83, Terry Gilliam. Yeah. He hasn't got many films left in his tank, I wouldn't have thought. He's just like, fuck it. I'm doing it. I'm going out with a bang.
He wants some of that Life of Brian
He does.
controversy from the 70s back, doesn't he?
It seems like it. That's a great shout. I'm looking forward to that. I'll put that in my calendar.
Okay. Yeah, we'll let full force forward with that one. Sounds like one to watch. Okay, that's all the news.
Sweet, great news. Well done. Have you watched anything good at the top of the stream?
I've not watched much. It's been a very busy week.
Either. Yeah, same.
I will just say that mostly when I haven't watched anything, me and my wife are now full on a rewatch, which started off just let's watch a couple of episodes of Psych.
Right.
And we're just going to plough through.
Just going through now.
Yeah. However, what I did want to mention, it's great.
Yeah. I've never watched it.
I'm biased anyway, but it's fantastic.
I didn't.
However, I wanted to just point out a couple of things which I haven't watched.
Okay.
But I've noticed that have surprisingly arrived on Netflix.
Yep.
Well, in one case, and in the other case, something that seems to be gathering some real momentum and apparently is brilliant.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it this week.
And I am going to watch this weekend. I want to point out that Godzilla -1 has arrived on Netflix under cover of night.
Brilliant film. That's my film of the year so far.
Like stealthily
You
released.
literally did.
No pomp. No
Turned up,
circumstance.
went straight to number 1. Has been there ever since.
Yeah.
So absolutely
So I
brilliant.
can't wait to watch that this weekend.
Yeah.
Just not had time to do it before this recording. And I also want to watch Under Paris.
Yeah, I'm definitely watching this weekend.
I've seen some reviews today, the last couple of days, is just had some fantastic reviews. This is basically a shark loose in the
Paris.
catacombs of Paris.
Yeah.
And apparently it's brilliant. It's directed by the same guy who directed Lupin.
Oh, was it really? I didn't know that.
So
Sweet.
I'm very much looking forward to watching both
Yeah,
of
I
those.
would definitely be watching them. Under Paris this weekend. I might give Godzilla -1 a rewatch as well because
Cool.
I fucking loved it. I went to the cinema on my own to watch that and it was great.
Brilliant. How about
Talking
you?
of things that you want to watch, I fancy that new Benedict Cumberbatch TV show. Is it called Eric?
It is called Eric. Yeah.
That might be my next TV show to go to. I think that looks quite good.
That is him and his son's imaginary friend looking for his missing son, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a great idea. Yeah, so that might be my next one because this week I've finished A Man in Full.
Oh, okay. How was that?
Jeff Daniels' TV show.
Isn't there full on wang in it?
There's full on
like
erect wang in the finale. Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness. Literally like shocked me. You don't see that ever.
No.
I'm assuming it was a prosthetic because it was fucking enormous. It was like, wow. Did you know that was going to happen? Did you? If you left that for me to be surprised.
I remember reading something the other week about the controversy.
Yeah, it doesn't. Never
you're not
happens.
supposed to show that, and then
and it was
some
so
complaints.
Randomly unnecessary. Unfortunately, that scene went on to ruin the entire show.
Okay.
I really enjoyed this show. I thought it was really good. And I was all the way through, I was thinking you could really go somewhere with this and it would be really good in future seasons and you could take this character wherever you wanted and now they can't. So I'm like, oh. It literally got to the end, I was like, oh, okay. And then I just moved on to watch something else. So yeah, it's a really good show until it isn't.
Okay.
It's a real shame. I want to quickly mention Doctor Who.
I haven't watched any of Doctor Who since it's come back.
I don't know if I want to have a little bit of a rant here.
Okay. I really enjoyed the Christmas one, which was
the Christmas one was great.
Gat was first.
Shooty.
Yes,
you don't pronounce the N, and you randomly add a H.
Yeah, it's fine. His first episode at Christmas, I
was
really
great.
enjoyed.
It was. They've all been really good so far. I've really enjoyed all of them. However, he's just not being in them.
Oh, really?
And it'd be nice if he showed up to be in a couple of them. So this past weekend, he just did most of it for our video call,
right?
Because of the nature of the episode.
Yeah.
The week before that, he just didn't show up at all. He was barely in it. In like the last scene. The week before that, he just stood in one place for the whole time. And I'm like, you need to show up to this. This is your big break, mate.
Busy doing other stuff.
Yeah, apparently he was away filming the end of Sex Education.
Oh, right, okay.
And so he was splitting his time between the two. So they've written him in the first half of the series. He's been written lower into the episodes, so he's not in it as much.
That's strange.
Weird, weird for a show that is. It's actually a brand new show.
Yeah.
IMDb have it as a new season. It's season 1 of this show.
Yeah.
And your main character's not showing up, and it is really strange. So yeah, but they've all been really good. But the lady, I don't know her name. I apologise. The lady who's playing his companion is absolutely carrying this show so far. She did a whole episode on her own. He just wasn't there. He just disappeared. He was in there at the beginning, then he disappears.
Yeah.
Then he comes back in the last scene, and that's the only time he's in that whole hour-long episode.
Well, it kind of just... It disconnects you, doesn't it? Because the first thing you're going to do is go, well, that's weird.
Yeah, that's exactly what
That's not a storyline choice.
Yeah.
Why is that happening?
Yeah.
And then people are going to look up, it's
because he was filming Sex Education.
Yeah,
because it's been
contractually
ages.
obliged for something else.
It's been ages since Sex Education finished as well now. So there must have been time where you could have made this work. It does. It's got a lot of. It's very Black Mirror-y.
Right.
Especially this last weekend's one. Felt like I was watching a Black Mirror episode.
Okay.
I feel like Russell T Davies has been talking a lot with Charlie Brooker.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's been good. I'd just like him to show up. It'd be great.
I guess. I mean, his name is above the door.
Yeah. But how long will it be if he just doesn't keep showing up for them? Also, last week's episode of Inside Number 9 was fucking brilliant again. Okay, this series so far has been wonderful. But that's it. I don't think I've watched anything else. I definitely haven't seen any films. I still haven't been in the cinema. I need to get back into that habit.
There's nothing out there.
There's not nothing out there. That's the problem. I do need to get back into that habit. But yeah, that's it. All right, how are we doing for time? 40 minutes. Wow. What should we do? Games?
I think we should see what we caught in the net.
I think we should see what we caught in the net for this week. What did we catch in the net this week?
This week, it was my choice, and we caught a fun little game, I would say.
I agree.
Slay Away Camp 2.
Yes.
Netflix and Kill.
Great
to
name.
give it its full title. And this is like a cool little puzzle.
Yeah, it wasn't
game.
what I was expecting, I must be honest.
Part Super Bomberman.
Yeah.
It's that sort of, you move a square or a couple of squares at a time.
Yeah, you've got to solve the puzzle and how the best way to kill these campmates.
Yeah. And you're them
getting away.
You're the killer.
Yeah.
And there are various obstacles to maneuver through.
Yeah. Help you with or not help you with.
You have to, like you say, it's a puzzle game. You have to complete it in a certain way because if any of the victims escape, you fail the level.
Yeah.
I've got to say, I mentioned it in the Discord this week. It's the first game that is staying on my phone.
Yeah, I agree. Same.
Because I've not quite had enough of it yet.
No, I agree. How far have you got?
I've unlocked quite a few rows.
Yeah. Have you done the prison escape?
Yes, I've got that one.
That's where I've got 2.
Okay.
Because that's the first time where it's like multiple rooms at once.
Yeah.
And I just can't do it.
Some of them are really tricky.
Some of them are really hard.
Yeah.
I must admit, I've used the hint system a couple of times.
Yeah, I have a couple of times.
But it's really good. You can unlock new killers.
Yeah.
So you've got Skullface as the main guy.
Yeah, it's their sort of Jason ripoff.
Yeah. Then you've got Skullface unmasked.
Yeah.
Then you've got Skullface's mother. Killer Fridge, randomly. And there was 2 more.
There's like a cheerleader. There's a robot
cop
policeman.
one. There's a cheerleader.
Yeah.
There's like some sort of like crazy
emo
psycho thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. The UI is really clever as well because it's like navigating through Netflix to get to the levels.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And watching different episodes. So that's really clever. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think it's great. It's definitely staying on my phone.
And just nice, really cool little animations when you're doing a murder.
Yeah. It's really good.
But it's all it's almost that sort of wacky sort of, those sort of Lego game type animations, isn't it? Where
yes, that's
like,
a great show.
Yeah, except in this one, there's splatters of blood and heads rolling along.
Lego bricks going everywhere. It's quite tricky. Some of the levels are really hard. Not really hard, but like...
You have to have a couple of goes to work out.
Yeah, you can rewind.
Where do I need to push this crate?
If you get something wrong, you can rewind and go back up a few steps. And have you ever got more than 1 star in a level?
No,
nor have I.
I don't think you're supposed to, because every time you get 1, then you get another level. So if you get all
when
the
you
1
finish
stars,
the movie, it comes at 1 star, but then there's 2 blank stars next to it.
Yeah, because you play it again.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if I was supposed to. If I was just being really bad at it.
The levels get slightly harder. So you the first movie.
Yeah.
You play the first scene.
Yeah.
If you win it, you get a star.
Yeah.
And that opens the next
scene. Yeah.
So you get 4 or 5 scenes. When you've completed all 5 on 1 star, they open up to 2 star.
Got it.
So you have to do the 5 again. But they're slightly different, slightly harder.
I've not been doing that.
And then that's when you end up with 3 stars. So there's 3 different versions of each scene.
Okay. I thought I was just doing really bad on them all. No. I was just getting 1 star on everything. Okay, that's my bad. Maybe I just need to start it again. But no,
you just go in and play you just get more stars.
Yeah. Okay. It's a really fun little puzzle game.
Yeah.
It's really fun. Best one we've seen so far?
Yeah, yes. But top of the burgeoning
table.
Game table.
Definitely is.
It's going to take you ages to type the name.
We're going to type it in. Slay. Spout it wrong already. Away. Camp. Cap. 2. I'm not typing the rest of it. Definitely the best game we've played so far.
Yeah, and it's because it's just
taking nothing away from last week's, which I also did quite enjoy.
Yes, but you've got to sit and play that. Yeah. This is sort of, I've got a minute while the kettle's boiling. I'll do a level
quickly. That's what I've been doing as well. It's like quickly just do a level.
Yeah,
it's great. Definitely check it out. Best game we've played so far.
Yeah,
Slay Away Camp 2.
Over to you.
I've picked next week's game.
Okay.
I've also forgotten what it is called. Just bear with.
As is tradition.
Yes.
Already.
As my brain has died. Okay, I've picked a game. It's called Death's Door.
Death's Door.
Death's Door.
What is Death's Door?
Do you want the synopsis of Death's Door?
Sure.
It says, become a crow who reaps souls. It's a dead-end job, but when a thief steals your work, you set off on a sword-slashing quest to unearth Death's secrets.
Okay.
So you're playing a crow.
Oh, I've never played a crow.
You're playing as a crow. And it looks like it's got quite a nice little art style to it.
Okay.
There's big monsters you have to kill and stuff, I think. It's like a platform game, I think.
Okay.
But it looks all right. This one's got a big laser. There's a big turtle there. I think it's just going to be fun.
Nice.
So we'll give that a go. It's also available on Steam if somebody wants to play it on a PC for whatever reason.
Cool.
Yeah, go away and play Death's Door.
I will.
And we'll be back next week to talk about it.
Nice.
Do you want to talk briefly, quickly about what's going on the movie show this week?
I do. If you can come back to this very feed on Thursday, then you will hear us talk about Ravenous.
Ravenous.
Which is a French zombie
It's a French-Canadian zombie movie. Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's fine. I just don't want anybody expecting like French art house cinema. Yeah. And that's not what this is.
Sorry, French-Canadian
zombie movie. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we've not done zombies.
We haven't done many zombies.
For quite some time.
We haven't done many zombies at all.
We've done a few.
Done a couple, but not as many as you would think on a show like this. You would expect more.
Have zombies kind of gone out of fashion a little 100%.
Bit? Definitely.
Because Walking Dead just did it.
Killed it.
The end.
Yeah, they killed it. They absolutely killed it.
So,
but now they've got like 8 spin-off shows running all at once and nobody's watching. Nobody watched the end of The Walking Dead and nobody's watching these spin-off shows, but they're still going to keep making them. But it did kind of kill off the old zombie genre.
Revived it and then killed it off.
But these French Canadians have given it a go.
Yeah.
What did we watch last week?
Last week we watched Prey, which was the German stag
do
gone wrong
movie.
Yeah.
It was okay.
It was fine.
It was fine. It was not great.
It was fine till the end, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
we was little
How
investment.
many times we've said that on this show in the past? It was fine until it wasn't. I think I've said it twice in this show.
That's just the level of movie we're dealing with. So yes, Ravenous Thursday.
So, yeah, Ravenous. Come back come back on Thursday. Are we done? I think we're done.
Well, I was just going to say,
wrap up.
We are fast approaching the end.
We are.
Of the season for the movie show. We've got Ravenous, then 2 more.
Yes.
So not many chances for something to claim top spot in the stream table.
Absolutely not. It's an open top spot as well, I feel.
Yeah.
I feel there's a beatable movie in the top spot.
100%.
But we're running out of options for it to be beaten by.
Yeah.
There's only 3 chances of it.
Time may win.
Time may win.
Let's see.
Cool. So, yeah, go away, watch Ravenous, and we'll be back on Thursday to talk to you about that.
Cheers.
Bye.